Welcome back. Satisfactory. We're back over here by the Crater Lakes blueprint maker, and I just wanted to give you a quick sense of scale before we got into making this blueprint. We wanted a nice relaxing experience given what we went through last time. So you can see in the distance there 1/4 of our quartz and silica factory. And we need to move all that goodness over here. Right? Chances are that the high-speed connectors, we know we've got copper sheets coming out of our AI limiter factory going into storage, and we have, let's just look it up real quick. So this is the one we're going to be working with. So we've got quick wire, we've got the quick wire factory, we've got the silica coming from the silica factory that we're just talking about, and then we've got the components to make circuit boards on site, and that's going to get our high-speed factory. So we're using the plastic from our plastic refinery, which is right over there. That's the water factory for water tower for our plastic refinery. So somewhere in this area is probably a good place to start making our high-speed connectors. But that means we're going to have to move all these resources across this hostile territory to get it into this area. Then we'll probably just bring in the copper sheets manually to this area as well. The point is that we need a bridge that we can use to connect all that stuff. And that's what we're going to build today. Normally, I do my best to keep things at the base level, but since this is a bridge, well, you know, let's make two versions. Let's make one version with the pillar and one version without. So we just won't build anything on this level. We'll build it all here. And actually, this is going to be a really simple, very chill day. We're going to put down a 1 meter wall. If you want walls, they're under the walls section. Pro tip. And put these in here like this. Give ourselves some coloring. Kind of border that out. It's kind of a mini version of the sky bridge. And I would say well, we could put it right in the middle. Let's put it right in the middle. I'm going to put a little light. Pull this out 4 meters. Rotate it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll use the organizational tab for the display sign. And I think for this one, what color do we want? Pink in the pink forest is a little too on the nose for my taste. Let's go with the classic orange. Once we autosave, that is. Backgrounds, go that, go there. Turn off the text, we'll leave a space. Turn that on to max. Call that a day. And paint that black. And then we basically need to do all of that again. Come out to the side, go to 4 meters, rotate 3 times. Come over here, pick the display sign. The other signs are longer but skinnier, so 2 display signs per side is really the best option. Then up here, we know we want to move might as well give ourselves a little space, right? We know we want to move at least 2, probably 3 of each resource. Let's think it through for a moment. Silica is the biggest one on the belt. So that's 37.5. Yes, I've done these numbers before, probably many times. 37.5. There's 3 per blueprint. We're going 3 levels up, and we'll probably do that 4 times at the max. So 1350. If I were then to divide all that, oops, by 4080, yeah, it's 3 belts. So let's go with 3 belts. I'm wondering if it makes sense to maybe stash a little transpo on here. Uh-oh. We have not been good about keeping local copies of steel pipes. I really don't use that many steel pipes, except for when I use a ton of steel pipes. It's not part of my standard build inventory. But I think we can jump over here to our temporary steel pipe factory, which is turning into a lot more permanent than I had planned. Oops. That moment when you realize when you're 10 feet from the ground from a 200-foot drop that you didn't switch to your jetpack. Alright, let's grab some pipes. Let's loosen up our inventory a little bit. We don't really need these plants. And one steel beam's not doing anything for us. Raw quartz, no thank you. One silica, be gone. Alright. Every now and again you just gotta do a little inventory management. Nice to be able to see it from here. So we're going to run a belt, this bridge that way and then that way. Presuming, of course, we don't overshoot and then cause all kinds of other drama. Okay, so this is a little bit overkill. I know, you're shocked. But this is just a little easier to build because then all we'll have to do is connect this piece here to this piece here, and we'll be able to set up that hyper tube. We could do something similar. Of course, the danger here is I am definitively setting the belt direction. Good news is I only care about it in one direction. It's not like we're doing anything funky. It's just, okay, if I look at this, which direction do you have a sense of like which direction this should go? If I were to build this, I would want it to be this way. Yep. I'm going with my instinct. When you build yours, you should go with your instinct. If I were being smarter, maybe I can fix this. I'd use the directional piece of the new blueprint system itself. We'll fix it afterwards. Let's save this as... Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm not allowed to put asterisks in there. Equal signs or dashes are okay, though. All right. We're going to call this dash 6 belt bridge. No filler. Then we're going to clear this. And then looking at this as the front, we're just going to come back in here. See if we can get this on. What? After I said all those terrible things about steel beams, looks like we're steel beam short. Ha. And that's the opposite of what we wanted. Let's try that again. So if we set this to face the... I don't know why these bounding boxes are being weird. Oh, it's because we have the signs coming out of the edge. So we'll just try to make it equally bad, if not perfect in that way. Yep, that's it right there. Curious about one thing. I probably shouldn't do this because it's going to make it a very expensive blueprint. It's going to make it very expensive. Right there. You can't copy and paste those. It will increase the cost of the blueprint, but I think it'll look cool. So If you value your crystal oscillators more than coolness, then you should not put that little slice in. But what I'm envisioning is sort of like going through this and having it flip. It's going to be a flashing light warning, but it'll sort of clip through that orange little section there. Okay, so that's it without a pillar. The name went away. Disappointing. There's no way I'm going to remember what I called it. 6-belt bridge, no pillar. All right, so then when we go to use this, right, the little arrow, see a little arrow down there? It's now pointing in the direction to indicate the direction of the belts. It really is indicating the direction of the front, quote unquote, of the blueprint, but for our purposes, we now know that is the front of the belt. Then I think all we need now is some foundation. Oh boy. We are way in the middle here. Let's we'll start the connection here and then go down here. Like so. And then I think I'm gonna do 2 inverted. Since we used walls, I think we have to use walls all the way down. And since we're here, we're gonna take a peek. That's actually looking pretty good. Most of these won't be this, right? We'll just put this in occasionally. Maybe it's like 3 bridges, no pillar, 1 bridge pillar. Alternate like that. The only other thing to consider is if we want to try to smuggle some power in here. We could power, let's put it right at the top. Okay, let's save this. Then I'm wondering, I mean, I could go all no pillar. That is a way to go. Or I could go all pillar, I mean to say. Let's reload the no pillar. Just make sure we put all the walls on it that we had everywhere else. Yep. Looking good. We're going to do a little bit of a test build. My concern... Actually, let's make sure we can actually build these. Yeah, we're running out of few of the basics here, but we should always have basics near us. Let's hop upstairs real quick and see what the snap points are going to be like. Oh, totally need to get the... Oh boy. Yeah. At least I was full health. That's what matters. Now, let's not walk into a gas cloud and instantly die. Our phase 1 factory. Oh man. It's been such a long time since we've been over here. That's me just making sure that we actually have the jetpack on. Okay. Let's see if we can curve our way around. My giant computer factory. Made to look like a computer factory. Let's see. I kind of want to be in the pink forest just so I can get a sense of it. Yeah, this work. So I mean, we theoretically could build the high speed right here. It would be very convenient if it came out of this quick-wire factory and we built it right around this area. We could easily connect, excuse me, we could easily connect the plastic from over here. We'd have to, one moment. We'd have to connect the copper sheets, but those are there. So actually this location isn't terrible. Assuming we don't have to make a bunch of turns. Obviously, 0 turns is ideal. 1 turn is bearable. Anything past 3 turns and it's annoying. But technically this is a test build, so it's not gonna be perfect. I mean, there's some advantages to going a little higher. Disadvantages, of course. And see, we can use the arrow to know which direction this is going to go. In order to build here, we would need a 8x8 space. There are 8x8 spaces in this area. Or we could build it back here a little bit in the midst of the stink bombs, which I know we could blow up. Let's go ahead and we want to test the ease of building. But let's say we're going to go up here, which is going to necessitate us going back for fully supported design. Okay, well that's easy enough. You just need a way to visually confirm that it's facing the right direction. I see it. That is the right direction. And since we didn't put the belts on the ground, we can easily run through this. I mean, we are above the tree line. We'll have to decide if that's the right choice or not. But effectively, we can build this, and we can build it quickly. And then we'll just have to come in here and connect all the blueprints together. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm going to consider that done. I think we're ready to do that. We will build the silica quartz bridge in the next video. Get that all hooked up, and then we'll have access to silica and quartz. We'll probably just build it out to here. We might not go totally above the tree line, but there are some rocks to take there are some rocks to take into consideration. So we might have to go a few out here, then turn and go that way, then turn and go that way. Surveying this path it'll be fun. But that's definitely a topic for the next video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. It's so good to be back on the main channel. And we'll see you next time.